Yesterday, Prime Minister Imran Khan made a very important speech, not just because there was a big faux pas in this speech when he confused the name of General Shujaat with General Shuja Pasha. General Pasha, just to remind you, is a name that is associated with the creation of the idea that Pakistan needed a third political force, i.e. Imran Khan, in order to elbow out the other two forces, that is Pakistan People's Party and Pakistan Muslim League. That's what people generally believe, that General Pasha is the architect of the idea that somebody like Imran Khan is well suited to represent this country and be able to bring about change in this country. So when his name slipped, rolled off from the tongue of the Prime Minister, of course it's created a certain level of humor in the media. But the more important side of life was represented by a rather disturbing remark that he made during the speech in front of all the scientific and military leadership sitting there in the hall regarding the youth's role in holding the corrupt accountable. As it was reported and heard by the press and on TV, the Prime Minister practically is enticing the youth to somehow go out there and conduct mob justice with regard to the corrupt people. Now, this statement would not have been all that important if the London events had not happened, where a mob tried to enter the residence of ex-Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif in the guise of holding their legitimate right of protest outside the residence, and it became a very ugly scene, as was reported by the press. People were shouting slogans in which they were talking about instant justice of the type that Taliban used to conduct in Afghanistan and what you may have. So it was mayhem out there. So when you see those events and you look at the statement made by the Prime Minister of Pakistan, it looks like the two really tally, which is kind of surprising because the PTI, a local organization in London, and the PTI party, except for a couple of people inside the parliament, have tried to distance themselves from that ugly episode that took place in London, but not the Prime Minister of Pakistan. He's actually saying, go out there, you youth of Pakistan, you young lads, and hold by the scruff of their neck those people who are allegedly corrupt. It sounds great right now because Prime Minister Imran Khan happens to be in power, but if the tables are going to turn and tomorrow somebody else comes to power and they have the same kind of attitude towards Imran Khan and his party followers, it will really lead to chaos and mayhem. Already the trends of mob justice as interpreted by the people are very, very unsavory. We have the sorry sights of people getting burned to death just because some mob felt that they were thieves. We have girls and boys stoned to death just because somebody alleged that they were involved in illicit relationships and what you may have. So we already have very disturbing social trends, and then these trends are propelled and endorsed and sanctified by the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Also, equally important is the fact that Prime Minister Imran Khan continues to come across as somebody who's jarring, who's conflictual, who likes to create dissonance and does not really believe in reconciliation. In the next couple of months, Pakistan will have to decide whether it is going to continue on the path of mindless confrontation and useless kind of pursuit of vendetta, or is it going to settle down to a more normal functioning democracy? And if that were to be the ultimate question in Pakistan, figures like Imran Khan will have a hard time justifying their existence in the larger political matrix, because if they continue to exude conflict and continue to entice people to take law in their own hand, this is the kind of element that is going to be the very antithesis of the need that Pakistan has to reconcile within and become a normal functioning state.